Okay. So, I want to know what you know about poetry. Can you tell me anything that you know?
I know that sometimes it rhymes and sometimes it doesn't. There's different types of poetry. Can't tell you what they are specifically. That's the extent. Well, it's very deep, emotional.
Some of it's symbolic, maybe.
Yes.
And there's definitely a rhythm to them. I can't remember. Yeah. Do you have like a favorite poem or anything like that?
Not one that I can think of right now.
Okay. What's your perspective on poetry? Do you find it fun or boring?
I find it kind of intriguing and frustrating at the same time because I like to read it, but I don't always understand the deep meaning of what it is, what the poet is trying to tell me.
Yeah. Sometimes it can be very abstract, and it's hard for certain people to understand. Well, today, we kind of hope to accomplish to be able to identify what the piece is about, the meanings, the ideas within the text, how they interact and develop, keywords and phrases in text, like figurative versus connotative and technical meaning, as well as kind of what the author means throughout the piece. Kind of get my just on that. I have a handout for you.
Thank you.
How about you read the first section of the first poem and I'll read the second.
Okay. Take this kiss upon the brow, and, in parting from you now, thus much let me avow. You are not wrong, you deem, you are not wrong, who deem, that my days have been a dream. Yet if hope has flown away, in a night, or in a day, in a vision, or in none, is it therefore the less gone? All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream.
I stand amid the roar of a soft, tormented shore, and I hold within my hand grains of the golden sand. How few, yet how they creep through my fingers to the deep. While I weep, oh God, can I not grasp them with a tighter clasp? Oh God, can I not save one from the pitiless wave? Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream? It's pretty deep, huh?
That is really deep. It's like very heavy, very heartfelt.
It's good. You have feelings connected within the poetry. Is there any kind of summary you can give of the poem in reading it? What do you think it's about?
Well, definitely it's about a dream that this person is having, or maybe many dreams. It sounds kind of like they're lost, maybe. Trying to grasp for something.
Are there any key phrases in there that really stick out to you?
Like the last part that I had read is but a dream within a dream. You know, it maybe sometimes when you wake up, you don't feel like it was a dream, you second guess yourself. Was that a dream or was it real? Or it kind of reminds me of that movie, Interception? Is that
Inception?
Inception, yes, a dream
Yes.
within a dream.
Great connection there. So, do you have any general ideas that are going on within the poem?
Is it a nightmare? My fingers are deep while I weep.
I It can almost seem like that, can't it?
Yes. It's almost like they're trying to reach for something but can't quite reach it. Because I know, like, I'm really weird. Sometimes I have dreams where, like, I want to run but I can't.
Yeah.
You know? I can't get anywhere. I'm just stuck, even though, like, I feel like I'm running, but I'm not really running. It's more like in place.
Yeah. Do you see it like a sequence throughout this poem?
Define sequence for me, please.
Like an order of events going throughout the story. Like the tone kind of switches from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, like towards the end, it gets kind of, that's where the deepness is. Because it's like, at first it's kind of like, oh, okay. Like they're just starting to come into the dream and it's kind of quaint. But then it starts, the part that you started reading is where, tormented shore. It's like torture right there.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers in the deep. And what's creeping on them, like through their finger, or the sand. Oh, they're feeling the sand through their fingers.
Mm-hmm.
While I weep, but I can grass and the entire clouds. They're trying to save somebody.
Yeah.
But they can't.
Alright. Can you guess what the title of this is?
Can I guess what
Yeah.
it is?
It says it in the
Does it?
poem.
Is it Dream Within a Dream?
Yes. Can you guess who the author is? Because it is so deep, you might be able to guess it. He's pretty well known.
Is it, I'm drawing a blank. Did he do the one with the pendulum? Did he do short stories? Oh, is it Edgar Allan Poe? Okay.
It's like, I think he did.
The Raven. Did you do The Raven?
Raven.
Okay.
Awesome. Alright, I'll start off the second one.
Okay.
And then you finish. I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I sat quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything.
You held me down, but I got up. Hey! Already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear my sound, the sound, like thunder, gonna shake your ground. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, 'cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. Isn't that a song? Well, they're song lyrics, aren't they?
Yeah. Do you see how this kind of overall arcing of poetry that we're talking about here? What are some things that you get out of this? Like the ideas and themes throughout the...
Like they're scared to take another step, or, because I feel like in the Midwest we have like this mentality where like we don't want to hurt other people's feelings. So even though like they might be doing something wrong, we don't confront the person, we just kind of complain and bicker about them behind their back.
Yeah.
So it kind of has that, like she or he, because I can't remember who sings this song, it's like they're afraid to say something because they're afraid that they're going to hurt the other person's feelings. But then at the same time, like it said, they're past their breaking point, which I sometimes get that way. Like I bottle stuff up with somebody and then like I release and like relinquish on somebody, and it's not a good choice to have.
What?
They might be controlling because it says, I guess that I forgot I had a choice.
Yeah, it's an excellent point.
So it might be maybe a relationship that they're in that they feel like they can't get out of. Ooh, heaviness.
Is there a sequence of events in this one?
Well, it's kind of starting out like what they've kind of become, like holding their tongue, not saying anything, to now that the person has pushed them down, that they have the strength to get back up on their own now.
Do you notice they use more of the past tense in the first part of it? And as they come farther close into the story.
Oh yeah, used.
And then it says,
Greed.
present tense. Already brushing off the dust, you hear my voice. You hear that sound like thunder. Gonna shake your ground.
Oh, this
down,
is
but
Katy
I gotta-
Perry. Roar.
It is. So do you think there's a major story we can learn through this?
Probably not to let people push you around, and you have a choice whether to be in that situation or not be in that situation. Like, no matter how maybe controlling if that person is, like, you still have the choice to be able to leave and to have your freedom back. Like, you don't have to be tied to that person any longer.
Absolutely. Any key phrases in there that really get to you?
You held me down, but I got back up. I mean, that already brushing off the dust. I mean, that shows strength. That she realized that she doesn't have to be in the situation that she is in, and that she can retain her freedom.
What's your feeling from this work, this piece?
Kind of reminds me of the relationship I'm currently in, which is kind of sad.
No, it happens. That's one of the great things about music, is that you relate to it.
Mm-hmm.
And like music and poetry, they have certain rules that they have to abide by and different rhythms. And they kind of correlate. So would you consider music poetry?
Yeah, I would consider it poetry.
Okay. Our journaling assignment for the day.
Okay.
You should just be able to touch it.
Tabs.
Is to find a song that you like
Okay.
and kind of write the general meaning of the story, whereas keywords and phrases, themes that you find within it, how kind of the ideas interact and develop within each other. I mean, they did that with the ones that we read today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'll let you get to it.
Okay.
And I also want you to explain kind of the importance of the song.
How do you run this thing? Please help me. Oh, hey, look. Okay. This is one of my favorite groups, 10th Avenue North. I just don't remember the song though, so I might need a list. It might be, no, it's not Warren.
Any of those? You want more?
You've been remade. Yep, I think it's that one. Yes, it is that one. No, I just need to look at the lyrics. Oh, I really like this song.
It's good to choose one that you like.
almost along this, I mean, it's like being held in bondage, because it's talking about this girl sitting in the corner and she's crying and thinking about her past and the choices that she's made, not being able to leave those regrets behind. And this is telling her that, each day is anew, and that, you can be remade, you can make better choices for the future and for yourself, and not let those things in the past cling to you, and try to guilt you into thinking that you're this horrible, meaningless person.
So there's a lot more to the story than what's actually written there.
But we don't know it. We don't know what her past regrets are, or her choices that she's made. It kind of makes you think that you are the girl in the corner, and making you think about choices that you've made in the past, I feel bad for people that don't think about their choices, because there are some people that don't. They just keep going out there and doing the same things over and over and over and thinking that they're right all the time and that they can't do any wrong, but they're so blinded that they don't know. It's crazy, but it's going to be talking about being reborn too.
Yep. So sometimes they have more than one theme or idea to them. Something to consider.
Well, and I think, anything that you read, people see it from different perspectives. So
Absolutely.
This is just my perspective. If you read this lyrics or these poems, you would have a different perspective too, probably, about it than what I would have.
Yeah. That's the beauty of reading and writing. And that is all for today.